Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so by all means, just look in the description, scroll down, and you'll see how I provide the chapters for you. Case in point, if you only care about all the collection continuations, or maybe you only care about all the weapons and tools, for example, if you truly wish to skip ahead, just scroll down, take a look at the description, and you'll see I provided the chapters for you. And so that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. Back to non-holiday skins, but I should point this out, this week's Rust store, it's going to be Easter week 2. So we still have Easter skins to get through, but next week, we have non-holiday skins again. And I don't think we have another holiday batch of skins until Halloween. Yippee! So yeah, we still have 4 more Rust stores for April 2026, but one of them will be Easter week 2, so we still have 3 more after that. Alright, cool. Not going to complain about that then. But what I should point out, 121 skins. We're going to be here for a while. So I'm not joking when I say if you really want to skip ahead, look at the very top of the description right now. You'll see the link for this Rust Workshop skin checks for April 7, 2026. If you just go look at all these skins in your own time, you're more than welcome to do so. The link is right there. But yeah, if you care about what I yap about, if you care about like the potential investments and whatnot, yeah, we got quite a bit of a talking session today. So I'm not joking when I'm saying like, skip ahead. I do provide the chapters to you. Right. So okay, cool. Understood. Should we just jump in then? Well then. To get started, we'll be talking about the Deployables, and our representative for the many skins that we're about to take a look at today is the Frog Cosplay Barbecue. A very cute, colourful, lovely green design produced by Milho Frito and Sagadi Similias. This right here is a lovely, cute design. But will it actually be accepted? Ooh. And how are you going to approach it? Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Because if you are, well, if I could just zoom out a little bit, you'll see that we got the voting system here. Now, by all means, you could go ahead and vote for a skin. The skin creators will see it, but Facepunch won't care for it. Facepunch doesn't really care for votes because they can be manipulated, right? They can be manipulated. So it's not like the highest scoring skin is the skin that will definitely get accepted. Facepunch looks at them themselves, and it's just up to them. It's just basically whatever Facepunch fancies. So, okay, cool, understood. But by all means, you can still vote for a skin if you happen to like it. The skin creators can still see. But listen, if you really want to get your words across to them, go to the comment section. Offer some nice, kind words if you're a fan of it. It really does go a long way to keep those skin creators nice and happy and motivated to keep them to put out nice creative designs in the future, all right? But what I should also sit here and say is basically, if you don't happen to like a skin, why not offer some constructive feedback? If you know exactly what you don't happen to be a fan of, tell them. Just be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Hey, maybe one of the skins you look at today that you offered constructive feedback for, maybe it isn't accepted. But maybe the skin creator will look at what you said and incorporate that into a brand new version. Maybe that gets accepted in the future. So, okay, cool. Understood. But Frog Cosplay Barbecue, immediately that's a collection continuation. Shall we go ahead and look on SEMM just to see how that collection is currently holding up? Because I do believe the clothing did come out like back in 2023. Here we go. No, 2022. Okay, it's a bit of both. Anyway, when this initially came out, we weren't really sure if that was going to actually work out quite nicely. Light green, by default, you might think, oh, well, surely that might be good for the open fields and whatnot. No, it's too bright. What? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But clearly people have actually appreciated it because it's slowly managed to go up into the positive. I will sit here and say, I think that's probably got a good shout. And if it does get accepted, I think that actually might be causing all of these to rise up quite a fair bit. Yes, yes. But what we need is another attempt for the tier 3. That's what we need, Mr. Milho Frito and Sagadi Similias. It's, it's probably a nice time to consider it. If that doesn't get accepted though, I would like to see them attempt to do a design like this because I thought that looked cool back in the day. That was back in 2023 as well. But hey, it's up to them. They have a lot of collections to work on. But at the end of the day, if you feel confident, like very confident we'll be seeing this fairly soon, I think you might want to consider looking at some of these because by default, they've been rising up in price as time has gone on regardless. So, okay, cool. Not a bad shout. So, all right, looking pretty sweet. Best luck to both of these skin creators, and let's see if that potentially gets accepted in the future. Now, that's not the only barbecue for this week. In fact, it's not the only barbecue that's a collection continuation because look at that. It is the return of the Frontier Rustic set. Yes. So I'm sure many of you are kind of familiar with the sheet with the door and the garage door. If you're not, well, let's go ahead and quickly remind you because this came out, back in 2023 as well? An interesting approach Both of these skins have been rising up in price quite nicely over the past couple of years. But to truly understand it, we'll go ahead and look on the Steam market ourselves. So right now, the Sheep in the Drawer is priced at about $3.39. Yep. And as you'll see with the sales history, as we scroll down over to here, it has been slowly trending upwards more and more and more. Now, it's not its all-time peak price at the moment. And just to point out, that only lasted a few days like that. But this right here, it's doing good. It's slowly progressing. And I honestly wouldn't say, like, I have to say, by default, it's going to probably rise up in price regardless. Even if we don't see the barbecue being accepted, I could still see that improving. It's a standard Sheep in the Door with transparency right there. But if we do see the barbecue being accepted, well, I think that'll give it a lovely boost, along with the garage door as well. Both of these have been appreciated. A very nice, interesting approach from Morphous and Micro. If you're a fan of what you see, well, what do you reckon about this? So, interestingly, we are still seeing quite a lot of barbecue skins being produced. Could we potentially see more attempts for other skins that we saw in the past for this set as well? Like the Sheep Metal Double Door, and the Rug, and the Armoured Door. Well, let's see if the barbecue gets accepted first. Keep an eye on the workshop. So, alright, cool. A perfectly fine looking barbecue. Two very interesting designs. Somewhat different approaches. This one's a bit more grounded. The other one was nice, bright and colourful. But it's nice to have options. So, alright, cool. Best luck to both of the skin creators. Now, would you consider this grounded, or would you consider this quite silly? We've got the three wise monkeys as a fridge. Yes. I think people would actually approve of that. So from Andre and Apple Pie, we have a very nice looking fridge. I have made a short video of it. Yeah, I had to. But it doesn't glow in the dark. It's not very shiny and whatnot at night time. But I could still see a lot of people approving of that. I think a lot of people would appreciate Monkey. So, all right, we'll see. If you're a fan, you know exactly what to do. Feel free to go ahead and offer some comments. Feel free to go ahead and show your support. It's up to you. So best luck to the skin creators. Now over to here, it's, oh yeah, it's a version 2. It's another attempt for this pirate theme locker from Mr. Segis. What do you think? Are you a fan? Do you like what you see? It appears to have a little bit of glow on the sides as well. So best luck to Segis. Let's see if that works out nicely. More naval skins on the horizon. I don't think people will be complaining. Now we've got some spinning wheels. And you might look at that and say, really? Yeah, really. I've got to give them some props. That's pretty clever. Listen, it's almost the summer. We're going to get really, really hot. I need that in my base. Lakamu. Clever. I can't say any wrong. If only you could get like the vent behind it. Maybe you could put like make a rug, put it behind that. Can you put a spinning wheel over a rug? I don't actually know. Well, guess you can find out. So anyway, yep, perfectly fine for what that is. But you do have competition. So what do we have right here? It's the Harbour Seal spinning wheel. Harbour Seal collection has been progressing quite nicely over the past couple of years or so. Not a ridiculous amount of acceptances. It's kind of surprising, especially considering the amount of skins that have been submitted. So, okay. Fair enough. We've seen a few. I think we've got 5 in total right now. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Harbour Seal. How's it currently holding up? Well, it's actually not doing too bad. The sheep noodle's only down slightly. Garage door's doing okay. Large box is doing okay. Okay, right. No complaints. So, wouldn't the poor seal get really sick if you spin it around lots and lots and lots? What prompted this? Oh, there you go. Yeah, he is spherical. He is circular. Okay, fair enough. Hey, it's something different. So, yeah, if you fancy having a harbour spinning wheel on your base, be able to go ahead and show your support. I'm not sure if it's going to have a massive impact on all of these, but hey, it'd be interesting to find out. So, at least we're seeing more of it. Best luck to the skin creators, Firefly and Netta. Let's see if that works out nicely. All right, stone barricades and rugs. Let's go ahead and grab these. So this is quite literally a stone barricade, not a concrete barricade. Haha, it is. But yeah, it's a stone theme one, supposed to match up, of course, with the stone building. I was going to say skin, but would you call it a skin? I don't know. Anyway, produced by Kevlar in a Telic Pro Grip. It looks as if this is intended to be a collection, but it's actually like the second attempt and a garage door attempt. So, okay, fair enough. But there's actually a second version here. This has transparency. It's the hoops that have been made to look as if it's invisible. Okay, that's what it is. So, all right, cool. If you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to the skin creators. Stash rug. So, that glows in the dark. That's looking pretty cool. Is that like a guy? Is he like buried with all those bones and whatnot? I don't know. I think that's just basically a strange way of storing things. Okay. Well, it glows in the dark. It looks pretty cool. But are you a fan of what you see? Best luck to Kratorius. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Best of luck. Over to here, we've got the Scientist emoji rug. It looks like they had a special mascot to stand next to it, but it seems he kind of collapsed. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, yep. Scientist emoji, looking pretty cool. Hey, what do you think? Feel free to comment below. So, alright, cool. Best of luck to Mr. Lottie and Louise. Let's see if that works out nicely. A perfectly fine looking approach. Then we have Signal Tape Rug. Produced by SMN. Yep, all by himself. Looking pretty sweet. Does it glow in the dark? It doesn't appear to glow in the dark. In fact, no mentions. Yeah, it doesn't glow. Alright, cool. So, kind of like police tape, but it's more like a warning. Alright, cool. Looks pretty sweet. So, best luck to them. Let's see if that works out nicely. Now we're moving on to the sleeping deployables. Yeah, we sleep on them. Yes. I sleep anywhere. Shut up, you. Anyway. Crunchy Bones sleeping bag. That's a cute little pug dog. Do you actually like pug dogs? Feel free to comment below. Do you hate them or do you like them? Anyway, produced by Hefner and Humor Thiessen. Yeah, it's just a cute little bag of doggy treats. So, yeah, if you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and show support. Best of luck. Yes, that's perfect. I always envision myself sleeping on top of a huge pile of money. Yes, it's exquisite. It's perfect. So, what's the transparency here? I don't know what's been made transparent here. But anyway, yep, 3 different designs. Version 1, version 2 without the pillow. What's different here, though? I don't actually know. Might be... no, I don't get it. Without a pillow and transparency. Is like the transparency in the bottom? It's not clear to me. Anyway, you get the point. It's a funny approach. It's a silly idea. And if you're a fan of that, you know exactly what to do. Best luck to Shaft and Apache. Point made. I reckon they probably had the gift from Breaking Bad. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, there you go. There's the reference. It's all right. Best of luck. But they do have competition. Notable, interesting collection continuation competition. I showed this off in the preview video, along with the Señor Tomato bed, and of course the Storm Cloud bed as well. We have Bird of Luck bed. A very interesting, very colourful, very standout looking design. So if I could go over here and look up Bird of Luck, you might notice, oh, hang on a minute, it's all weapons. Yeah. Skin Creator has tried, certainly has tried to dabble into deployables. It's just Facepunch never accepted them. I thought that sheet in the door looked amazing. I thought the garage door looked amazing. And the large box. Nope. No acceptance. What? So they certainly have tried, but maybe this will be the one that finally breaks through, because that is a lovely looking bed. A very interesting, lovely glow-in-the-dark design, but at the end of the day, it's up to Facepunch, isn't it? No amount of upvotes or anything will change the tune, I guess. So we'll see. I mean, if you're a fan, by all means, comment below this video right now. Go to the comments here as well. Offer your nice, kind words. We'll see if this is the one. It looks nice. It looks lovely. And I hope to see it improve the weapons here. But by default, with it still being a weapon-only collection. But if we do start to see a lot more deployables now being accepted, looking forward to it. I guess we need like a peacock barbecue. I guess I wouldn't say no to trying it out. Anyway, yep, best of luck, best of luck. Señor Tomato, always somehow getting a skin accepted, no matter what. Now, Kate confirms you after showing this off in the preview video. This does not glow in the dark. It's shiny, but it doesn't glow. So, okay, cool. Looking pretty sweet. How's Señor Tomato collection currently looking like right now? Because it's not doing too bad, if I can recall. All right, it has slipped a bit. Sometimes it up, sometimes it down. Do you know why it always happens? Because there's not that many listed. So when something new appears, the few buyouts it might get actually has like a big impact. So, okay. But let's also point out we just went through the Easter dip as well. So, understood. Oh, good. So, right, cool. Understood. Yeah. So if the bed gets, if the bed gets accepted, it wouldn't surprise me if you see some of these actually rise back up into the positive again. So, okay, cool. Does that mean it's going to be super insanely profitable? Not really. Not really. But during the summertime, I do believe Señor Tomato will be doing better. So, all right, cool. We'll leave it at that then. Best of luck to Sepesh. Tomato barbecue. Did you do that? I swear you did that. If not, well, there you go. No, he hasn't done it yet. Well, you know what to do now. You know what to do now. Riders on the storm. Have you seen the short video I made? Consider giving that a good watch because, yeah, that was a really... Finally, I got to play the doors. Anyway, so yes, we have a transparent bed. And you might sit there and say, what are you talking about? We have a transparent bed. It's a storm cloud and it floats. Now, is that too silly? I'm not sure. But then again, we did get the furnaces accepted. And to be honest with you, a storm cloud furnace, it makes sense. It's a storm cloud. So let me fall asleep on the cloud as well. I reckon they should have uploaded a version with legs as well, just in case. And again, if this doesn't get accepted, that's all they have to do as a change. But yeah, that's cool. That does look cool. So what do you think though, viewer? Tell me, comment below. Is that something you'd actually like to see, or do you think that's just a little bit too silly? Do you approve, or are you against? So let's see if that works out nicely. And if that were to be accepted, I mean, well, that storm cloud furnace might be rising up in price quite nicely. It's down in price, if I can recall. I don't know if it's down that bad. So it's down slightly. No, it's in the positive. Looks like people noticed and looks like people have jumped in and bought out the stock. 68 have sold in the past 24 hours. Yeah, okay. It's kind of going up a bit. Let's just use my Steam inventory helper extension. It's been selling quite a lot every day, to be honest with you. Okay. Well, it's in a pretty good spot. What do you reckon then? Go for a couple below. So, we'll see what happens there. The beds, we've got some very interesting designs. Now, we've got furnaces. And I swear I've seen this stump furnace like 5 times now. Not to sound mean, but I have seen it a lot. And I'm sure you recall. So, and it's back. When will it leave? It's like a horror story. It just keeps coming back. I know you've been resubmitting it. Well, again, I've seen every single instance. Anyway, do you approve an idea of a stump furnace? You should do a Halloween version of this because it just keeps coming back. Anyway, best of luck, best of luck. Lantern furnace. A fairly interesting approach. You can clearly see what the inspiration was. Cool. And of course, at night time, lights up quite nicely like a furnace as well. Gunya, perfectly straightforward. It looks nice. Best luck to you. Hologram. Yeah, it was cool. Something unique, something different. I approve. That looks nice. So, from Michael, Montana, and CD, hologram furnace. Does it actually cook things? There's also a second version here. This has transparency. Oh, at the very bottom, you can see it slowly. Yeah, I see it. Okay, that's clever. I approve. That looks nice. Do you think it looks nice, though? Well, difficult blow. But yeah, it looks interesting. I can imagine like a locker. I can imagine like, well, I can imagine a sheet in the door. Might have to do a non-glow and a glow-in-the-dark version with it. But yeah, transparency in the bottom of the door. Oh, so all right, we'll keep an eye out, but let's see if that actually gets accepted first of all. So, all right, cool. Best of luck. I forgot to, well, this is actually a resubmission, which they're more than fine to do because they actually submitted that like just, I think it was like during Easter. I can't remember. Anyway, they resubmitted it. I wasn't aware they submitted this back when I should have had it in my collection. At the very least, I did make a short video showcasing it, and well, here we are. It's been resubmitted, and yeah, I'm not sure if it's a slightly different version, but you got all the menacing pictures of the girl menacing. Anyway, hey, we'll see if it works out nicely, and do you approve? Because if that gets accepted, with of course being part of a collection, don't you think Hazma could do even better? And also, what deployable would you like to see being made next? Feel free to comment below. Skin Creator might notice. Both of them are doing good. Both of them do good. We could see the Easter egg garage door being accepted. It would be a surprise if that happens, but you never know. So, yep, after that, back to normal non-holiday skins. Could we see the furnace being accepted? Could we see other things being made? So, cool. So, yeah, best of luck. Small boxes. And it looks as if we're seeing attempts for more storage collections. more specifically small box collections. What's stopping Facepunch from making a small box DLC, Hedge? I don't know, but they'll probably save it for at least a year, because if they did a large box DLC and then immediately a small box one, I'm just saying that would be a bit too quick, wouldn't it? Also, we're fully well aware the crypt building skin appears to be next, and this industrial DLC appears to be what would happen afterwards. So May 2026, crypt building skin. June 2026, industrial DLC, we'll see. So, okay, cool. But 1 on J, it looks nice. I will give props to that. That's a pretty cool looking ammo box. What would you like to see being made next? Go to the comment section, offer your opinions. Now, alternatively, it seems Mr. Rapé has also decided to make his very own version as well. He's got a card box. So, it's nice to see that it glows, Mr. Rapé, but where's the during the day picture? I can't look at it. I need to see what it looks like in the sunlight during the day, not all in the evening time at night time. So it's a bit hard to see, especially to try and deduce what the colours are and whatnot. You know what I'm trying to say. So give us like proper options during the day. It'd be so much helpful. But other than that, yep, it's another attempt for a card box collection. I don't think that's independent. I do believe they'll try and turn that into a collection. So, all right, cool. Best luck. And then we've got Wrought Iron box. I have shown this off in the preview video, and for some strange reason, it's just not shiny compared to the other ones, but it doesn't matter. It's more for the Wrought Iron collection. Where's my chair and table? Where's my chair and table, Mr. Domch? I need my gardening set because it's almost the summertime. Oh, how could you do this to me? Anyway, large box on the horizon. Wouldn't surprise me. More on the way, we'll see. What deplorable would you like to see being made next? So let's just quickly hop over and take a look at Wrought Iron. I do believe the skins are still in the positive. They didn't sell too ridiculously. I don't know why this is like that, but don't worry, that's just a glitch on this website. Wrought Iron Barbecue, up 32%. Wrought Iron Locker, up 33%. And Wrought Iron, I lost my tongue there, Fridge, it's not hard to say, Hedge, up 39%. They're doing good. People like, people appreciate, and I'm sure they're going to be very happy to see another skin being accepted. Will it be the small box? Well, I'm not going to rule it out. I think that looks nice, and I think people approve. Let's see if Facepunch approves, though. Let's see if they consider accepting it. So, all right. But what deplorable would you like to see next? In fact, some people probably have commented. Not yet, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, best luck to Domsh. All right, moving on from there, we've got some large boxes, and we've got some wooden doors, and we've got some sheet metal doors. Got quite a lot of deplorables this week, don't we? Yeah, the majority of skins are deplorables again. Water Lily large wood box. It's not box wooden large wooden box. It's English. It just sounds better. Right, so from Suselka, we got the lily pad box. Looking pretty sweet. Looking nice and comfy. Best luck to Suselka. Let's see if that gets accepted. Oh, wait, this is a collection continuation, isn't it? I think it is, yeah. Yeah. Wooden door. Okay, cool. So, what we have right here is my first base. It tried to become a collection. Didn't work out, but how? Spinoza, he's back, he's giving it another shot, so, alright, let's go ahead. Let's go remind ourselves of my first base wooden door. But by default, I will sit here and say, wooden doors, they don't really even improve that much. Where is it? Am I just going to go, is it this? There you go, right, so it's down 67%, but that's not surprising because that's wooden doors in general. If we were to see a sequel, you might see it bounce up a bit, but it wouldn't surprise me if it goes back down again. They just don't retain. They just don't retain. But after that, we saw other deplorables being accepted. Like, I'd expect the large box to slowly go up in value and whatnot. We'll see. Anyway, so just want to get that across to all of you. Wooden doors, they're not like reliable investments. But could we see this actually get more skins accepted? Best luck to you, Mr. Spinoza. And yeah, what would you like to see being made next? Barbecue wouldn't hurt. Barbecue to share food with your friends. I think that would match up with the theme. All right, best luck. Then we have Jack Wooden Door. Now, I was looking at it and I was trying my best to figure out what exactly this was all about. It's in reference to Blatro. If you aren't fully all aware, Rust actually had like a collaboration with Blatro. Do you like Blatro? Come on, all right, how far have you got? I actually managed to get every single Joker gold. It took forever. Oh, I lost my mind. But if you know, you know. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, it looks cool. Looks nice. But yeah, it took me a while to figure out what this is. It's quite literally a Jack card. So, Mr. Vase, could we get a Sheepman of Door Queen card? Could we get an Armored Door King card? I'm just saying. So, best of luck, best of luck, best of luck, and maybe we'll see a pretty interesting design from there. You get like a pack of card set. All right, cool. What'll be the Joker? What'll be the Joker? Garage door? Probably, yeah. All right, cool. Best of luck. Flame Bearer Wooden Door. That looks cool. That looks cool. Nui? That looks cool. That looks awesome. I want to see that on like a wooden double door or a garage door. I mean, something different on each one. You could do a wooden double door and give them two torches, akimbo. Yeah, that'd be cool. There you go. There's an answer. So yeah, it looks nice. I think people would approve of that. Best luck to you, good sir. Overfishing. Yes, so this is a new mechanic. If you keep fishing in the same spot, you're going to end up not being able to get any more fish. You have to keep moving. So, cool. Rovs. I like the boot. Yeah, that's cool. Did you ever play Raft? One of the random things you can fish when you do fishing in that game is a boot, but you can treat it like a plant pot. That'd be fun. That'd be nice. Right, cool. Best of luck, best of luck. Then over to here, we have the stained glass Sheepman of Door from Krabby. An interesting mosaic approach. There's actually 2 versions of this, if I can recall. But yep, we've got a few holes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, There's quite a decent amount there. So, cool. An interesting glow-in-the-dark approach here. And then, of course, a version which has transparency to accompany it as well. So, yes, looking pretty sweet. Are you a fan? Feel free to comment below. Right, best of luck to you, Mr. Krabby. Snake Skull Sheepman of Door. That looks cool. That looks really cool. That's like a... I'd like to see that as like a rug. That looks really nice. Well, best of luck to Drag and Normal Van. Yeah, do like a rug version. Make it look like graffiti. That'd look really sweet to put on walls and whatnot. You've made a pretty cool looking design right there. Props to you. I've got a tennis ball. Well, it's the variety, Hedge. It's the variety. Okay, yeah, sure. Wasn't there a second version of this? I swear there was. Yes, so there's actually a second version. Yeah, that has transparency. What I think they did was they had it, but they removed it and then they placed it in again. Anyway, you got some holes right here. Okay, is that head height? I'm led to believe it is. Are you a fan of tennis? Feel free to comment below. But yeah, Chino, it's something. It doesn't glow in the dark or anything. So okay, cool. We'll see what becomes of that. And yeah, do you like it? Feel free to comment below. Hellguard Sheepman of Door. Right, so that's looking pretty gnarly. That's looking pretty cool. But are you a fan? Yes. So yep, glows in the dark. If anything, shouldn't that be like a Halloween skin? No, Hedge, because every single day that we endure in this life is hell. Okay, cool. Yep, Lancy. Fair enough. Best of luck to you. Let's see if that works out nicely. And then we have the Chaos Sheepman of Door. A little bit of anarchy. Yes. Obviously on the design of the door. You wouldn't be archaic and crazy, would you? Anyway, so, yeah, that fits Rust perfectly. I showed this off in the special preview video. Not super reflective, not super shiny, but does it really need to be? Best of luck to excuse me. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck to you, good sir. Then we have garage doors. And you know what? I think we're almost done anyway, so we'll go grab the other remaining doors as well. Yes, indeed we will. There we go. Garage door, garage door. Who called for a garage door? Well, we got it for you right here. It's quite literally a garage door. Okay, literal garage door. There's the name for it. So, produced by Algorithm. It doesn't appear to glow in the dark or anything. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Now, over to here, we have the Evil Owl. Evil Owl. And there's also a second version of this Evil Owl. So, do you approve of the Evil Owl? It glows in the dark in this version, and it doesn't glow in the dark in this version. If you approve, show support, and best of luck to Quicker, DGG, and Shixer. Evil Owl. Moving on. Then we have the Yumakai garage door. And if you look at it, okay, look. You know what? I'm not even going to comment. I'm not going to comment. Kirishimyo, Chipe. I mean, if it gets accepted. Okay. Well, you could comment if you want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I mean, it glows. There you go. It glows. So, yeah, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. I'm not going to comment. Move on. Survival notes. Right, survival notes, garage door. Raid meta. Starter base. Raid loadout. Loot routes. Route. Yeah, that's fine. Wouldn't that be better off as an armored door? Because you can have two separate versions. So on the outside, just like an armored door, but on the inside, like a quick little sort of thing, like a little tick sheet and whatnot, what you want to do. Maybe it might be better suited. But other than that, yeah, that's fine. It's a silly, unique approach. A silly, unique idea, but hey, maybe that's what gets accepted. So, yeah, if you approve, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best luck to Mr. Yeah. Lockdown garage door. Let's not go to lockdown ever again. Or maybe it'd be fine because everybody just play Rust, wouldn't they? It'd be a lot more interesting. Anyway, Jimmy Tedeschi, glow-in-the-dark design, nice and colourful. I'm sure people would approve. So, yep, best of luck to them. Let's see if that works out nicely. Then we have the stained glass garage door. This right here is produced by Alpha. I believe we have two separate versions. This is transparency. I believe it's literally in the literal hole. So, yeah, you can stick your eye in that if you want to. Well, you know, you might want to be a little bit careful, maybe. Anyway, so, yep, stained glass garage door. If you approve, show support. It doesn't appear to glow in the dark on either of the versions, so best of luck. Then we have protector armored door. So, yep, armored double doors accepted immediately when we return to non-holiday skins. Separate single armored door. Makes sense, so, okay. No, protector. Yep, there we go. So, armored double door slightly down in price. Kind of makes sense because we did see the space station one literally appear just after it. You might recall this has transparency. It glows. It's perfectly fine for what it is. It's just the other one appeared literally the very next week, didn't it? Anyway, aside from that, only two skins are currently in the positive. But if we were to see another sequel, I think you might see the garage door bounce up. I feel confident the armored double door would bounce up. So, okay, cool. What about the weapons? Yeah. All right, cool. Anyway, so, yeah, I think that'd actually work out quite nicely. I think people would approve. Do you like what you see? A nice bit of pay to win? Well, it's right there in front of you. Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Paul, and Mr. Hypermonster. And now, for the final deplorable for this week, Apotheosis of War sheet metal double door. I'm surprised they didn't go ahead and do another attempt for the garage door. Maybe they're hoping Face Punch randomly just picks it out, as a super late pick. I mean, they're more than welcome to do so if they want to, but cool. All right, sheet metal double door. I'm not complaining. That's a cool looking design. What do you think, though? Do you approve? Do you like what you see? A pretty gnarly, crazy looking, Doom-esque sort of design, which glows in the dark ever so nicely at night time. What are your thoughts? So, okay. That looks awesome. That looks amazing. How's that bid doing? Because that's quite pricey, and wow, that's actually in the positive. Armored double door's kind of down, but it was like the second armored double door skin to be accepted in the previous month, where it was the focused item of the month. So we saw 5 armored double doors being accepted in a row, and yeah, kind of got lost in the shuffle there, unfortunately. But with more skins potentially on the horizon to be accepted, that armored double door could recover. It did sell quite a lot though, 26,000. So how many listings do we see? Only 57. Only 57. That's actually not too bad. I'm actually quite surprised by that. That could easily rebound and go back up in price. Well, you've been informed. What are we going to do about it, huh? What are we going to do about it? Huh? Anyway, so yeah, bed's doing quite all right. Only did 9,000 subscribers. Well, that's in an interesting position as well, isn't it? So, okay, cool. Understood. We get the point, Hedge. Looks nice. Hasn't sold that. Wow, there's only 15. Okay, whoa. I should have bought some. I should have bought some for myself. Whatever. Anyway, we'll see what becomes of that. And we'll see what becomes of that collection. So, aside from this, that's it. That's all the deplorables. Best of luck to Icona. And best of luck to all the skin creators. Yeah, that was a lot of deplorables this week. So now ask you, the viewer. Out of all these deplorables today, which one stood out to you the most? Which one do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Let's now move on and talk about the weapons and the tools. And first up, we've got some pretty interesting looking rock skins. Look at that smile. So we've got wooden rock, but then alternatively, we have stone face rock. So, ooh, or ah, or ooh, or ah. I need to go to bed. Anyway, yes, HSM has produced this. And then over to here, Mr. Kreitzer has made this. Ooh. And then over to here, we have just hard work. So this right here is produced by Legacy. So we've got some pretty, we've got some pretty odd, strange looking rocks this week. But I reckon people probably would approve. So would you prefer nice and chiseled, or ooh, or would you prefer or would you prefer ooh? I mean, it's up to you. Feel free to comply. Sorry, but it was quite funny to approach it that way. So yeah, interesting rocks. But which one will be the winner? We shall see. Best of luck. Now moving on from there, we're expecting this. A lot of salvaged axes have in fact been produced, and we do happen to have collection continuations as well. So let me just quickly point this out. Salvaged axes are intended to be accepted separately after a while, and then we should start expecting pairs. So soon enough, you're going to probably start seeing like Abyss salvage tools, both the salvaged axe and the salvaged ice pick. So maybe that'll happen the beginning of next month, or the month after that. We'll see it happen eventually. Just want to keep you all informed. So, okay, understood. Shiny Salvaged Axe, produced by Mr. FaZe. It's a shiny Salvaged Axe. Wow, okay. So, yeah, it's a shiny one. Yes, indeed it is. Now, moving on from there, we also happen to have the Excavator Salvaged Axe, produced by Cubist. And, well, I wonder what that's referencing. Yeah, I think that should be the winner. Especially considering, right, what brand new Rustic egg did we just get? There you go. So referencing in-game content, clever. I'll give it that. Clever, perfect timing. So Cubist, let's see if that works out nicely. But what about you? Do you approve of its interesting approach? Do you approve of its interesting design? Over here we have LJ's Headbreaker Axe. Pretty cool looking fiery design. Yeah. Like, I wasn't really expecting much with the brand new Salvaged Axe. I mean, I was sitting there thinking, what could people actually do? But I think people are actually making some pretty interesting, unique approaches. So, yeah, LJ, Gurin. Let's see if that works out nicely for you. Let's see if that works out nicely. This does not glow in the dark, but it does look pretty cool. So, best luck to both of them. Now, over to here from Himic and Mr. FM, we have the Wrecker Salvaged Axe. So, yeah, nice and spiky. Anarchy. Oh, God, more of this, really? So, yes, another skin referencing that. Pretty cool, looking pretty sweet. Doesn't appear to glow in the dark. Do you approve of this one? Feel free to comment below. Best of luck. But then we have a collection continuation. And you might sit there and say, what? What's that? Don't you remember the tropical bed? Oh, so yeah, can confirm it's actually a sequel to the tropical bed that was accepted. You might recall that was the joint first ever bed skin to be accepted. When we first saw the brand new Skinnables sort of phenomena take place. So anyway, yeah, it's a bamboo Salvaged Axe. Shouldn't we then see, you know, bamboo tools and all that, Mr. Mishka, Mr. Swanspa, who could have made naval camo boots and gloves, but they didn't do it this week. You know what? Doesn't hurt to take a break. But we just had Easter. Doesn't hurt to take a bigger break, right? Hey, if they want to pace themselves, that's fine. I'm not going to complain. So, yeah. Could we see that bit ever improve? Well, all you got to do is just go over to here. Just see it with your own eyes. This went down a lot. This sold for $2 in the Rust store. It did over 30,000 subscribers, and it's lost over 60% of its value. It's only 80 cents in the Steam market. I don't think Connects is going to save that. But it does look nice. So, cool. Looking perfectly sweet, looking perfectly fine. Do you like it? Blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Best of luck to Mr. and Swanspa. Boom. But over to here, and I should point out there's actually a second version. Apparently they fixed it. I'm not sure what got fixed. But yeah, you might recall we have the Imprisoned Demon AK47. Well, now we actually have a Salvaged Axe version. Nice and sharp and spiky, it seems. Okay, cool. So let's go look up that AK. Well, you saw the AK like 2 weeks ago. So all you got to do is just go back to the previous week here, and where is it? Where is it? There. Well, it was an AK, so just click here, and then you'll see the rest of them. There you go, Imprisoned Demon. Sold for $3. Now it's, oh my, it's 89 cents. Okay, well, oh my, okay. So that's kind of surprising. I don't think a Salvaged Axe is going to save that. But wow, $3 to that. I mean, we have seen a lot of AKs kind of behave like that, haven't we? Yeah. So, yeah, that's not looking super amazing. But this right here, gotta give him credit. It looks nice. Why is it in the water? What? Okay, anyway. So, yep. Best luck to Mr. Eucralamaxius and 23. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Best of luck. Now, moving on from there, we actually have an ice pick from Mr. Bed and Mr. Ronan. We have the Engineer's Salvaged ice pick. It's basically made out of rulers and tape and pencils. Yes, ingenuity. Ingenuity at its best. So, yeah, it's a perfectly fine looking approach. If only we could get the salvaged axe as well. They probably were working on the salvaged axe, but realised they didn't have enough time. So maybe they thought, all right, let's put this out now, and then next week we'll probably have the salvaged axe ready. Keep an eye out. It won't surprise me. We'll see that on the horizon. So, all right, cool. Now then, are you aware that the focused item of the month for April 2026 is the Jackhammer? Well, you might notice we have a lot of Jackhammers. Oh my. Well, better start yapping, Hedge, because we have got a lot to talk about. Wrath of Gold Jackhammer. Perfectly fine golden design. Yes, don't you want to drill things with gold? Well, you probably wouldn't because it's available. Anyway, best of luck. Then over to here, we have the Satisfaction Jackhammer. Mnemonic Man probably noticed that the Cream Pie Jackhammer maybe got accepted with its very silly name. So, well, there you go. We've got to call it the Satisfaction Jackhammer. Those rocks are going to greatly appreciate it. Anyway, best of luck. Over to here, we've got the Real Steel Jackhammer from Mr. PL3, and I do believe Mr. Oh, no, Zul by himself. Okay, cool. But yep, that's perfectly fine looking Jackhammer. I see nothing wrong with that, and I guess it doesn't glow in the dark because there's no reference to that. So, all right, cool. But now we have collection continuations, and we've got quite a decent amount of them. First up, we have the Arctic Skull Jackhammer. A third attempt, it is a version 3, and it could be the first ever white Jackhammer. Actually, no, we had the asteroid one not too long ago. Well, let's go remind ourselves, because, yeah, the asteroid one was white, wasn't it? Yeah, because that's like a big talking point. Anyway, hopping back over to here. Arctic Skull. Where are you? There we are. Not everyone can afford whiteout weapons. No, Hedge, comics weapons to pair up with whiteout clothing. That's what I meant. So people look for other options, and Arctic Skull has been appreciated. Mostly during good times. So, 2 months ago, post-Christmas, January 2026, yeah, that was getting bought out. People were appreciating that. So, okay, it's not exactly doing stupendous right now, but just wait for the summer. It wouldn't surprise me if it has a nice rebound. And if we were to see another skin being accepted, if we could have a bit of a resurgence and see a few more skins accepted after all of this, okay, that'd be pretty sweet. But it's not like they haven't tried. There's certainly been attempts for clothing armor and whatnot. Anyway, Jackhammer. I wouldn't say no, with it potentially causing a nice spike on the previous skins. It's just, they only really ever go up when times are good, as I said, so I don't really think that's going to do that much. But hey, another white Jackhammer, that would be appreciated, wouldn't it? So, alright, cool, we'll see what becomes of that. Abyss Jackhammer. I've actually got a short video showcasing this. I actually recorded it a few days ago. So if you're watching this and realising, Hedge, why did you only make a short video of that? Because I intended to get it out earlier, but then other things appeared that I thought should come out before that, and then there we go. But yeah, it is part of a well-established collection. So, Abyss collection. We just went for the Easter dip. Prices went down, and it honestly doesn't look like Abyss was even that badly affected. So, if we're going to see a Jackhammer, potentially, I think that'll slot in quite nicely. Like, the barbecue came out. We're thinking, do people even care about skinning their barbecues? Well, it looks like they care about this collection enough to keep the price up, so, okay. Tools suffered, but tools suffer anyway. MP5 suffered because other options appeared that were cheaper and better. Oh. And then we had, like, the Abyss L96, that came out when it was the focused item of the month. Didn't really stand a chance. So, okay. Abyss Jackhammer. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything. I think a lot of people would approve of that. I think a lot of people might like that. So, okay, we'll see what becomes of that then. Let's see if that gets accepted. I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Face Punch does happen like the Abyss collection. It does get quite consistent acceptances. What do you think, though? Would you like to see the scary face become a drill? They should just make it like one big tooth. Anyway, moving on. Chrome Wave. So, we just had the double barrel shotgun being accepted recently, if I can recall. It is a double barrel shotgun, right? Yes. So that was actually accepted more recently compared to Abyss. So where are we? I think we go over to this week. Scroll down. Nope, it's the week after that. Chrome Wave. There we are. Didn't exactly change the world. It is a double barrel shotgun after all, and well, you can instantly notice that, can't you? But if we were to see potentially a jackhammer, are you even going to change? Are you even going to change? I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I did reference that there is a previous skin. This looks fine. It's also got a scary looking face. Got no complaints. Looking pretty cool. There's actually a second version here. What's different? I don't know what the difference is. This is all nice and shiny. This is also nice and shiny. Does it have any like transparency or anything? Not sure. Well, if it gets accepted, we'll point it out. It's got like a bit of melting ooze on the thingy here. No, it's on both of them. Is it because that's more red? Ah, that's it. This is grey. That's red. I see it now. Fair enough. Well, are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Best luck to Mr. Bit, and let's see if that works out nicely. And then over to here, Nuke Vibe Jackhammer with a creepy face on the side. So I showed this off in the special preview video. I pointed out that we are potentially going to see a lot more jackhammers, and yes, we did. But consider this. Next Rustor, Easter week 2, there's actually one more Easter-themed jackhammer. And then, of course, we have next weekend where we're going to potentially see even more jackhammer skins being produced. There's going to be quite a lot of competition. Let's see if that manages to squeeze in. It did squeeze in with the barbecue, and the barbecue looked perfectly fine. But it was the first barbecue skin to be accepted. It's not exactly doing super great right now. And I'm sorry to say that's the whole collection as well. Nuke Vibe collection has not been performing very nicely ever since it came out. Oof. Oof. But then again, we did get the crossbow as well. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think a jackhammer's going to save all of that. But it does get acceptances. It is quite consistent. So, for your consideration. So, okay, cool. Understood. Best of luck to Falco and Mr. Costiche. And let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Best of luck. Right then. So, let's just quickly close these. And let's move on. So, now we're on to revolvers, saps, pythons, and also some submachine guns. Injector revolver. Let me guess, do you have a fully transparent aim sight? It wouldn't surprise me. There you go. I will say this. I did just put out a profit review video discussing the Rustor, the Naval Update Rustor with the old part revolver. We were worried that we're going to see more revolvers being produced with the same amount of transparency. We saw Blackout, we saw Fish Collection, we saw Chrome. They weren't accepted. So I'm not sure what to expect with this, but imagine if that was the one that was accepted. Hey, we'll see. Anyway, there's two versions. Well, the first one is silvery, this one is golden. And yes, it still has the same aim sight. So, alright, so Aloha, best luck to you. Let's see if that works out nicely. Flow sap, even flow. That glows. Anyway. Oh, what? It looked like it glowed. I guess the positioning of the camera and the lighting. It looked like it glowed. Oh, and we've got a transparent aim sight as well. Ooh. So, just to confirm, no glow and a transparent version as well. Looking pretty sweet. So, best of luck to Omnipresent. Let's see if that works out nicely. Can we get a B SKS? Anyway, moving on. Over to here, we've got the cap gun. So is this like another attempt for a flare gun? I've seen quite a lot of similar skins like this. Oh, what's that? Can I, does that not have an aim sight because you've made the... See, this is what happens. When they add the transparency in the front portion, makes quite a lot of it invisible, and then that's what you end up with. So, yeah. Hey, I mean, if people like that... But you're not going to be able to see where you're shooting, right? I'll use the force. Anyway, move on. Best of luck to Freddy and Kruger. Let's see if that works out nicely. But again, I've seen a lot of attempts for flare guns with the exact same style of approach, but none of them have been accepted. Over here, we've got the Toothy MP5, an interesting red and toothy design. I mean, wouldn't that hurt to hold? Look at his poor thumb. So, Mr. Rona, let's see if that works out nicely. And yes, we do have a transparent aim sight. Wow. So, yeah, I think a lot of people might approve of that. I think a lot of people would like that. Alternatively, what about anime? Popstar's back. Wow. So, does it have transparent aim sight? No. But it does have anime. Pay to win features or anime? Pay to win features or anime? Oh my. Okay, this might be a tough one. Anyway, so Popstar. Let's go take a look. Well, that's dropped off a fair bit. It's all right. It's evens. We did just go for the Easter dip, and to be honest with you, when it's the summertime again, that'll bounce back up. That'll bounce back up. That'll probably be evens. That'll probably do a lot better. This will probably go back into the positive. I think an MP5 would be appreciated. What else should we see, though? Popstar SKS? That would be cool. What else, though? What else? What else? I'm not sure. What would you like to see? Popstar Furnace, I guess? What would make sense? Comment below. So, cool. Popstar's potentially back. I think that would work out quite nicely. I think people would approve. So, interesting competition. But which one will win? Well, we still have next weekend submissions as well. So, all right, we'll see. Anyway, best luck, Mr. RR3. Alpha Wolf Thompson, produced by Mr. VHS tonight. So you like to make a lot of animal-themed skins, right? Or maybe would you really like animals? Right, Nightlight seems to be pretty all right with that. Yeah, not too bad. But hey, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Do you know what he needs? He needs to see a wolf headdress become skinnable, which is something a lot of people really want to see happen. Will it actually ever happen? We'll see. Best luck to you, Mr. VHS tonight. But I am noticing a pattern. With all these animals. I'm just saying. It's happening quite a lot. Yeah. I think he wants to do a collection, but I think it's too loose to consider it a collection. That's me, though. Anyway, best of luck. Let's see if that works out nicely. An interesting blue wolf approach. Oh, look at that. Black Ops is back. So, looks like they've resubmitted this. The Black Ops Thompson, which, to be honest with you, I think a lot of people would approve of. Whatever happened to the Tier 2 armor? Imagine if the Tier 2 armor gets accepted the very next Rust store. Not this week, but the week after. Okay. That'd make a lot of people very happy. It wouldn't be the first time they've held back, like, some black Tier 2 armor. Does anybody here remember Black Gold? That did wait 6 weeks to finally be accepted. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, yeah, it looks fine. I got no issue with that. Looking perfectly sweet. So how's the Black Ops collection? You might recall it did start off basically as a weapon-only collection, and it still did all right. And then we started to see other things like the bed, the armor. But yeah, I still have faith. Tier 2 armor eventually, hoodie and pants eventually, boots and gloves eventually, tactical gloves, jacket. All right, I look forward to it. But yeah, are we going to see that Tier 2 armor anytime soon? Face punch? Just saying, just asking. Begging. I'm on my knees. Please. Anyway, yeah, I think a Thompson would be all right. Not sure if I have a massive impact on all of these skins. Not as much as Tier 2 armor, I'm just saying. But yeah, aim sight. There we are. I mean, we already looked at it, didn't we? Yeah, it's fine. Got no issue with that. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. All right, then. SKSs. And we do have quite a lot of them. You know what? Let's just grab every single remaining weapon because I think we're almost finished anyway. Get all of the weapons. Right. Unfazed SKS. This was intended to be a collection from Mr. Sean Mick and Mr. R.E. Spectre. Yep. So I've seen a couple more skins before this. Yeah, we had the AK with the LR300. That's ruining my eyes. But yeah, I see no issue with that. Looks fine to me. Do you approve? Feel free to comment below. Best of luck. Immediately, we have collection continuations. Lightweight has returned. Will we ever see a proper attempt again for the hoodie and pants? Hedge, why do you only care about the collection continuations? What do you think I'm here? Anyway. Well, more specifically, clothing. Anyway. Yeah, that's cool. Got... Oh, no, I thought that was transparency. No. It's just not very visible. So a nice, interesting metallic design. A lot of people have approved of lightweight weapons. I get the feeling people appreciate it as a very budget alternative to comics collection skins because it's not really got any colour to it, and in the snow it doesn't really stand out that much. So if you're wondering, why is the AK still managing to do quite all right? Well, there's your answer. Maybe. But yep, I certainly would approve of some hoodie and pants if we had some. But that was submitted somewhat recently, wasn't it? What have they got to do it right, Face Punch? What have they got to do it right? Anyway, SKS would be pretty sweet. I just don't think it'll have that much of an impact. But I think people would approve. Do you approve? Feel free to comment below. Funerary SKS. Was this a resubmission? Oh, transparent aim sight. Still waiting for this to happen. But I think we're still, waiting for a kick drop or a twitch drop to happen first. I think that'll happen first, and then we'll start seeing marketable ones. Anyway, that's fine. I think that's what mostly everybody cares about. But there's a second version if I can just... What? Extra cut? What? You're playing with God. No, you can't do that. No. Well, I mean, we'll see. Those eyes are very furious. Except me. Alright, well, we'll see. Funerary collection, let's go take a look at you. Have we actually had a weapon skin being accepted? No. It's all clothing and armour and a deployable. Well then. Yeah, there was an attempt for tier 3 2 or 3 times. Didn't happen, unfortunately. I mean, you're more than welcome to try again if you want. It's been a while. But yeah, not sure what to expect with either of these. But if we get a transparent aim sight SKS, that'll just work out independently all right. Because people want it. People crave for it. So, alright, cool. Best of luck to Mr. MA1. Well then, looks like another attempt for this. So, we have the Blackout SKS. Transparent aim sight. Did he do that last time? So, yes, he did. They probably just thought, you know what? Easter got in the way. Let's just resubmit it and see what happens next. Well, let me tell you this. If that gets accepted, I mean, you saw what happened to the Blackout handmade NMG. That sold a lot. And evidently, people don't care about the handmade NMG. I think people care about the SKS. So we'll see what becomes of this. But yes, look at that. So, well, would it actually have an impact on the pre-existing Blackout skins? I mean, we talked about this already. No, because there's a lot of them already, and they're already happily appreciated. Except you. It's the weapon itself, though, isn't it? Not doing too bad compared to the other handmade NMGs. All right, cool. Is that it? Is that all the SKS is? Yeah. Venus Flytrap AK47. Those are some strange-looking blemishes. Oh, yeah. But yep, it's a Venus Flytrap AK47 without an aim sight picture. Jessen, you're hurting me on the inside. Where's my aim down the sight image? Xenia Paris, give him a slap. Anyway, thank you. Rage. Arrgh. So yep, that's an AK47, and it's an angry-looking dinosaur, I think. You got like the dinosaur bones? It's something. I'm not sure what it is, but angry. So yeah, a pretty interesting approach from Mr. Zinc. Where's the aim down the sight image? A little bit to the left here, Hedge. There we go. And oh, that's got a bit of transparency. I think people might approve. So, what do you think? Feel free to comment below. Yeah, straight to it. Imperial Raw AK47 from Mr. Soda. An interesting golden design. Looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty cool. Yep. Standard sight right there. But we have a second version with a transparent aim sight right here. So, okay. Not going to complain. That looks pretty sweet. Are you a fan of what you see? Feel free to comment below. Best of luck to Mr. Soda. Vandalismo. I don't know how to pronounce it. You could tell me. Feel free to comment below. But yes, an interesting, colourful approach. Standard sight. Looking perfectly fine. But there's a second version with cuted sights. You can just say transparent. Yeah. There you go. So that's like the twitch drop, kick drop-esque transparency. We got that on the recent Easter AK47, don't we? So, okay, cool. I'd approve. I think people would like that. But fresh. Somebody stop me. Transparent aim sight. Not cuted. Stop it. Best of luck. Liquiflux. Yep. Okay, that's different. So I made my AK, and then I poured icing all over it, and now it smells funny. Really? Anyway, yeah, that's an interesting aim sight right there. Is that floating? It's floating. What? Okay. Well, it's different. Do you approve? That is a strange-looking design, and that's a strange-looking approach. But hey, if that's what people want, it's up to Face Punch at the end of the day. Best luck to TCAP. Let's see if that works out nicely. Very odd. Quite artistic. Wrought AK47. Well, that's artistic. That's looking very nice and stylish. Standard sight. Looks pretty. Looks nice. Produced by Ico. Yep. What is the reference? I'm not sure. Might just be art, Hedge. Might just be art. Hedge doesn't properly understand the art. But hey, looks nice. Best luck to you. Ah, an AK-47 collection continuation. Opulent AK. A reworked design. A standard aim sight. Who here remembers Opulent Collection? It was Duck's first proper collection before we saw like the neon storages. Well, it's not too bad. It's not perfect. But I don't think an AK is going to change that much. But I'm not against the idea of seeing a return to this. We did have the complete sets where we saw sequels. Honestly, a jacket would be pretty sweet, Duck. But, you know, let's see if the AK gets accepted. So if that happens, maybe a series of weapons, maybe some more attempts for other things, like some tactical gloves. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. So, all right. Will that have a massive impact on the pre-existing skins? I don't think so. But it would be nice to see the return to the collection. So, all right, cool. Best luck to Mr. Duck. Let's see if that works out nicely. Brutu Bolt Rifle. Was produced by Mr. 9K. Yep. And, yeah. Perfectly fine looking metallic approach. Can't go wrong with that. Yes. I wouldn't use that one because it confuses me with the green. But then again, that just might be me. All right, anyway, cool. Best of luck. Best of luck. But over to here, we have the Deep Ruby L96. Oh. So, yeah, it's nice and purple. It's shiny. It's strange. Why is there a boat there? Shoot the boat. And there you go. So, yeah, Deep Ruby collection. We got ourselves an interesting set that does get fairly decent amount of acceptances. Where's the tier 3? I still don't know. I can't find it. It's disappeared. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we potentially see that. Did you approve of it though? Feel free to go ahead, show support, offer a message or two. But don't be surprised. It has been getting quite a decent amount of acceptances as time goes on. So, alright. Best of luck to Mr. Wynet. Let's see if that works out nicely. I don't think I have a massive impact on the pre-existing skins. But hey, I wouldn't say no. And so that's all of the weapons and the tools. Lots of very interesting, strange looking designs. Quite an interesting bit of variety. Lots of salvaged axes and jackhammers. But which did you approve of the most? Which skins do you reckon have a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Let's now finish up with the clothing and the armour. So immediately we got some backpacks, and some of them just so happen to be collection continuations. Ooh. Leather backpack. Can't go wrong with that. Looks nice. Yeah. Alright, cool. I approve. Looks perfectly fine to me. Best of luck to Jeeba. But you do have competition. First up, Damascus is back. So, Damascus with a very interesting looking backpack. Nice and metallic. Can't go wrong with that. To be honest with you, it's been a while since we saw the Damascus collection. But yep, it's a version 2. Let's see if that works out nicely. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves. Came out around the same time as the, what was the other metallic set? Well, doesn't matter. This is doing good. Look at it. Look at it. People have been approving of that. Wow. It didn't look like people cared about it initially. What was the other metallic set? It was literally like a year ago. No, 2 years ago. Wow, I call that one quick. But yeah, no, it's been doing good. I think a backpack would be appreciated. I really do. So, are you a Damascus enjoyer? Feel free to comment below. Right then. So, all right, cool. Looking pretty sweet. But a certain other backpack has appeared in 2 separate versions. So, you might recall we've already seen a Forest Raiders backpack in the past. But it was all green, and maybe Face Punch just didn't like that. Even though the standard large backpack is green anyway. Whatever. Anyway. Vlek must have thought to themselves, you know what, maybe I've got to do something different. Oh, I know. Why not make it like a themed backpack? So, yeah. Put all the med stuff on the back here. Makes it stand out a little bit more. Okay, that's smart. And then over to here, you got like the ammo there instead. You got the med sticks. That's clever. I haven't seen a skin creator do that yet. Like, that's smart. That's what you should be expecting with a backpack. What, you just pop out all these med sticks from nothing? They really should consider doing the thing they're doing in Counter-Strike now, where if you don't completely use up all your ammo but reload, those bullets are gone. Imagine if they did that. Oh, right. Yeah, I think that's clever. I think that's smart. What do you think, though? Well, by default, you're saying yes because you want to see more Forest Raiders skins. I know you do. So, Forest Raiders collection. How are you currently holding up? Let's go take a look at you. It's $400. Well, well, yeah, it's doing quite all right. So, yeah, it's kind of recovering since the dip. Prices are improving now. And, well, even with the deployables, it's still basically $400. With a backpack, either one, I think they won't be budging that much, changing that much, because they'd still go up in price regardless. $400. Oh. Well, if you bought like a few sandbox skins a year ago, you could probably afford it now. Hedge, what are you on about? Oh, anyway. So yeah, cool. Which one do you prefer though? Ammo or medicine? Feel free to comment below, and don't forget to comment here. You know, show your support. Vote, vote, vote. Now over to here, we've got some pretty interesting looking primitive skins. We've got the hamster helmet, burlap head wrap. What is this? Oh, well, oh, with the whip. Okay, I approve. I didn't know that was going to happen. But that makes it all worth it. Yep. You have won me over. Yep. You have won me over. You should do some leather gloves and burlap and yeah, you should do like a full hamster set now. I don't think that's the only hamster thing this week as well. So, all right, cool. Looks fine. Best of luck. Security burlap clothing. Yes. It's fine. I see no issue with that. It's pretty approachable. That's looking pretty sweet. Small cat. I approve. I know for a fact a lot of servers would probably appreciate that in their admins. Honestly, some people should go ahead and make some admin clothing. Small cat, there's a consideration. So, best luck, best luck. Very nice role player skin. Then we got Arctic hood and poncho. So that's a deer skull mask with transparency, so you can't see like all the bone structure. But that looks nice. That looks cool. You should do like a religious sort of one. Well, there's an idea. But yep, produced by Pretex and Barurik. We've got a pretty interesting primitive set right there. What do you think though? Feel free to comment below. That's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty sweet. Moving on, we've got collection continuations. We've got gloves and we've got boots. Knights Templar. So, it's been a while since we saw this collection. I think the last skin to be accepted was the AK47, and that's going quite far back, isn't it? You've got the eye hedge. There we go. Right, yeah, it was the AK. At the end of 2023, when this first appeared, the hoodie and pants, they're all right. I saw quite a lot. But then the tier 2 appeared. Oh, and then the tier 3 appeared. Oh. So, yeah, boots and gloves. I would imagine all of that would spike them on, spike in price. Not the AK, but all the clothing and the armour. Yes. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised in the slide test. So, okay. It's already in the positive, though. Not sure how profitable it'll be, but I definitely think it'll be getting a nice, fresh pair of eyes and all of that, because people think, what's Knights Templar? Search for it. Oh, wow, it's a full set. Grab. Buy. So, all right, cool. We'll see what becomes of that. Perfectly fine. Metallic pairs of gloves and booties. I think people will be approving of that. So, all right, cool. Best of luck, best of luck. Motorcycle racing gloves. We've already seen quite a lot of white and black gloves, Mr. Voodoo. Why not invert it? Black and white. Anyway, so, yeah. Looks cool. I am not against it. It's just we've already had the special Twitch drop and no mercy. I think you got to do something different. Just saying. But hey, let's see that getting accepted now, and Hedge was wrong. Best luck to you, Mr. Voodoo. Let's see if that works out nicely. But yeah, you should try something different. Any different colour. You're more than welcome to make like 3 or 4 different versions with different colours. No one's going to get upset. Oh, best luck, best luck. Fishing gloves. All right, so we have fishing gloves. I don't think there's much else to say. They are fishing gloves. What type of gloves are these? Oh, you wouldn't guess. You wouldn't know. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Best luck to you, K-Seal. What type of gloves were they again? Shut up. Legacy tactical gloves. Well then, hello. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me. We don't see many legacy Kevlar skins being produced, do we? But with the scarcity of submissions, we do see them being accepted, don't we? So, Legacy Kevlar, you have worked out quite nicely as time has gone on. Ever since we first saw you, we questioned what would happen next. Honestly, it's been fine. Yeah, some of the skins are a bit down. When it's the summertime, July, August time, you should see that all of the positive again. And let me tell you, a pair of tactical gloves being added to this, I could envision it causing it to rise up the price quite nicely. I'm just saying. So, okay, well, where do I begin? What do I jump into? That's for you to figure out. Sorry to say. But by default, July, August, I expect all of that to go up even better. All right? So, I don't think you can lose. I don't think you can lose. Learn from the past. Learn from last year's summer. See how well some of these skins rose up as we went through the summertime. More specifically, June to August time. So, that's for you to learn about. But yes, there's a nice potential here. And those are a nice pair of tactical gloves. Thumbs up. Right, yeah. Good timing. I think people would approve of that. Moving on from there, we've got something different. Forbidden King crown. So that's actually a bucket helmet, but it is paired up with a pair of hoodie and pants. So, okay. Cool. Something different. Like a golden, silvery, metallic approach. That looks nice. The bucket helmet does come across as quite odd. I feel like that needs to be a Twitch drop or a kick drop, because that certainly isn't the first time someone's tried to do that. But, hey, looks cool. So best luck to you, Fuff. It is a bit odd. But if it gets accepted, who's laughing? Well, there you go. Well, one thing I should be pointing out, and I have made a short video already talking about it, there's competition. It's the Wasteland Recruit hoodie and pants. So, okay. Well then, how's that tier 3 doing at the moment? Because, like, we're looking at it, we're questioning it, we kind of thought, well, what's going to happen to this? It doesn't really stand out that much. Well, it's retained its value quite nicely. In fact, I think people bought out stock the second they saw that this was real. So if I could just quickly show that off to you. Face mask is quite literally the same price it's sold for now. It has managed to go back up to $1.99. But if you look and see its sales history, oh, look at that. Oop. People noticed that it appeared with a sequel. People jumped in. People bought out. People were anticipating. They've got to wait another week for the next Rust, although. So, yeah, there is confidence that we could see the hoodie and pants. Are you confident we'll see it? Because I know you're going to sit there and say, it's not very colourful. It doesn't really stand out that much. Yeah, exactly. Still could, of course, the pre-existing skins to spike them on, spike a price ever so nice. And then we anticipate tier 2. And then we anticipate boots and gloves, and maybe some tactical gloves, and maybe a jacket, maybe a backpack and all that. Oh, yes, yes. So, yep, hidden Alistair. Hidden Easter egg. There you go. Boom. Honestly, yeah. But I think you've missed out in being able to pick up the tier 3 cheaper. So, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised with what happens. So, all right, cool. Best of luck to Luno. Now, speaking of interesting potential collection continuations, what do we have here? Oh, I'm quite happy with this because I actually managed to pick up a lot of the hoodie and pants for cheap. Oh, look at that. Acid Arachnid's back. So we've got tier 2 now. I need to make a short video about this. What's a good song? What's a good spider song? Itsy bitsy spider. You know what? I might do that now. Right, anyway, so that's click, click, click. There we go. Yeah, I think people approve of that. So it's not the most perfect green option, but I think people are still somewhat happy with it. Now, if I could also just quickly go ahead and look up Acid Arachnid. I mean, I could go back a few weeks, but yeah, anyway, here we are. It has dropped down in price. Not ridiculously, though. Let's just go ahead and take a look. Are you doing better? Are you doing better? Because I think people would be interested to see, have people already jumped in? 78 listed, 48 in the past 24 hours have sold. So it looks like people jumping in to buy some stock, but it hasn't really changed the price. Yeah, you can see a lot of people jumped in there, but quite a lot more listings are like appearing. As I said, I have bought a bunch of these already with my buy orders. You very likely could have Acid Arachnid Tier 2 and Wasteland Recruit in the same Rust store. And I don't think too many people would be upset with that. But Hedge, I wanted to have other things to pitch up. Anyway. Yeah, same thing. if we see a sequel, the pre-existing core pieces will still spike them on, spike the price ever so nice. Core pieces, well, hoodie pants, tier 2, tier 3. And you can include boots and gloves with that. So, alright, cool. Best of luck to a Mr. Kit. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best luck to you. Maybe take a break after this and then consider doing like what would it be next? Tier 3? Yeah. Don't rush tier 3. Let this sit there to be available for a while and then eventually do tier 3. Speaking of tier 3, let's go talk about tier 3 armor. Right, away we go. So, Etro, face mask, and chest plate. Why is he looking sad? Oh, he looks so upset. Look at the eyebrows. Why? Sorry. Ted, Pigeon, look what you've done. Anyway, so sad Etro looks beyond in the wilderness, wondering where his family is. Oh no. So tragic, so sad. Anyway, yeah, it's basically a white armor. Not mostly, but white enough, I guess, that people would approve of it. So, okay. We basically said the same thing when we saw the SKS. It had a lot of transparency, didn't it? But that didn't get accepted, did it? So, we'll see. Anyway, looks fine. Do you appreciate it, though? Do you like what you see? Feel free to comment below. Best luck to both of them. Now, over to here, it's Xenotech Tier 3 armor. Get a good look at that. So, okay. Alien-themed armor. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like this. In fact, we've already had UFO Tier 3, haven't we? But that was green. This is different, Hedge. So, is it supposed to resemble the aliens from the movie? Not sure. There's no direct reference. It might be in the GIFs here, which I can't see because I don't have Imager in my country. Oh, dear. Produced by McQuarrie and Colour Sim. I do apologise. You know what? Let's just quickly adjust and see if we can see that because I'm very curious. Maybe they have made a direct reference. Come on. You can appear. It doesn't want to appear. Why does it not want to appear? I'm technically American right now. Yeehaw. I'm so sorry. No. Doesn't show any references directly to it. Okay, it is what it is. Anyway, so, yep, hey. A potential brand new clothing and armour set. Although right now we're kind of juggling quite a lot. But it's up to Face Punch at the end of the day. Do they like what they see? It's up to them. But do you like what you see? Consider still showing your support. I'm losing my tongue. I'm almost finished. Don't worry. So, alright, cool. Best of luck to skin creators. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best. I can't click anymore. Click. It's quite shiny. A little bit. So, yeah, it's not the only person to have thought of that idea. Because the second I saw the head wrap, I was like, oh, so that explains why this has randomly appeared again. What do you mean? Oh, it's technically a collection continuation. Do you remember the Hamster Rock? Do you remember the door and the garage door and the rug attempts and whatnot? Didn't work out. But now that we have this brand new hamster wheel, why not Hamster Tier 3? Well, whatever. Anyway, if there was a time for it, hey, why not? Do you want to be a hamster? Do you want to run around and look for nuts? Anyway, so Hamster Rock. That has been doing quite nicely ever since it appeared. Sold for $2.49, right now on the Steam market, $3.60. I mean, who doesn't want to whack their hamster against the rock? It's a wonderful time. So yeah, one of the animal-themed rocks we saw like 2 or 3 years ago, there was quite a lot of them, but that persevered and worked out wonderfully. And if we were to see the Tier 3, well, we might see that rise a little bit more. So we'll see. But yeah, do we have to be hamsters? Yes, we do. So if that gets accepted, I'll do a short video of the hamster dance song. Yes. All right, okay, cool. Best luck to Kicker. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best luck. What do we have here? Oh, I did make quite a fuss about this. I've already made a short video about this. HellCore Collection is now dabbling into clothing armor. Now, Delroy, I'm sure you're watching. Pace yourself, all right? Pace yourself. Why not make like HellCore tools in between and whatnot? Don't rush hoodie and pants and tier 2 too quickly. There's a lot of other collections out there at the moment racing to get a skin accepted with sequels and collection continuations. Pace yourself. Don't rush everything all out at once. It doesn't hurt to throw out another weapon or tool every now and then. Honestly, HellCore Jackhammer would be pretty sweet. I think you could add some transparency there. That's up to you to figure out. Anyway, cool. Not going to complain. I have checked this in game. It's not very reflective. You might sit there and say, but Hedge, it's like grey, it's like white. Doesn't matter. It's not super noticeable. Okay. But then again, how many alternative blackout options do we already have? A lot. So do you like it for what it is, with the transparency, with the design? I've seen quite a bit of positivity with the short video already. Let's quickly hop over to HellCore. So it endured the Easter dip. MP5 did suffer, but don't forget we've got those Twitch drops out around the same time this appeared. So I'm not surprised to see it went down, but I'm quite surprised to see it didn't crash and burn. So like, not badly. Went down to about $2. It has recovered. Not fully, but it's getting there. Keep an eye on that. Thompson's still A-OK. Bow's still retaining. SMG's still retaining. SAR's been doing wonderful and improving. L96 doesn't have transparency along with the AK. But yeah, the MP5, I expect that to rise back up again. And if we see tier 3 armor, I think all of these will probably be rising up, especially with the consideration that we might see a full armor set at some point in the future. But Dead or I should be smart about it. And, you know, it doesn't hurt to probably whack out like a sap. You know, like a sap skin or something like that every now and then, maybe. Just saying, you know, it'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, more weapons and whatnot, that would be nice and appreciated. If anything, why not sit there and tell me what you think should be made next with the HellCore collection? I know the skin creators watching, so, you know, offer your opinions. What weapon skin would you like to see next? What deployable? What other sort of, like, clothing armor? Offer your opinion. That's it. That is everything. So, out of all the clothing armor, which of these skins do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Which ones do you approve of the most? Which ones are your favourite? And that could be said with all the skins from this week. Which ones are you really hoping to see potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? So, you know, stand up, offer your opinion, and that's it. So, cool. Now, sorry if I sound a bit tired, knackered. You know, I had my birthday recently. I saw a bunch of people and whatnot. I think I might have caught something. I was a lot worse off yesterday. I know I feel better today. Like, I don't even sound funny. I'm just like really hot and whatnot, but also really cold. So I persevered. I got through that. It was only an hour and 20 minutes. Did you survive? But there were some interesting things. There was a lot of interesting collection continuations. Right, let's now quickly hop over to micro522.com. I could quickly showcase to you which of these skins apparently are doing a lot better compared to others in terms of overall score. But remember, technically speaking, votes can be manipulated. But in most instances, it's pretty clear some of these skins are doing pretty good and people do approve of them. So on top we have the Flame Bearer wooden door. Fair enough, that does look, it does look cool. Headbreaker axe, yep. We also happen to have the Crunchy Bone sleeping bag, the Wrecker salvaged axe, Forest Raiders backpack medicine, that was to be expected. Apotheosis of War sheet metal double door, the Lockdown garage door, the hologram version 2 with more transparency on the bottom, Hellguard sheet metal door, small rusty box, survival notes garage door. Yeah, we've got quite an interesting lineup of skins right there. But by the time you're watching tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me if that shifted and changed. So consider looking in the description. The link to micro522.com will be there, and you could go look at that in your own time. Cool. So lovely stuff. No complaints. Now let me also point this out to you. Abnormals are tomorrow. More specifically, we're also chasing after the brand new Rustic egg, the bunny costume, and the wallpapers. You might not really care for all of this. But yeah, we'll be chasing after that. And I'm sure quite a lot of you would like to get some cheap bunny costumes and some cheap Rustic eggs. So that'll be a discussion for tomorrow. That'll be us doing the abnormal barters tomorrow. And I know I forgot to talk about that in the predictions video. That probably sets a precedent to say that I probably completely forgot it existed, and it probably would be the thing that happens to that in the future. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I do apologise. And of course, I should also sit here and say, with the upcoming Rust rotation video, I'll be doing it quickly. So we'll see how that goes, right? Predictions video will now be the big, long video. Rust rotation will just be me showcasing, and that'll be me done. So keep an eye out for that, and feel free to offer your opinions. And don't forget, feel free to go ahead and look at some of these short videos. We've already showcased some of the skins that we just talked about today. So, all right, cool. And that is it. That's everything. So, I've been hearing some rumblings about some Twitch drops in about a couple months' time. No confirmation. It's actually kick drops, I believe. So when we get proper confirmation and proper announcements, of course, I'll be screaming and shouting about it. But yeah, something seems to be cooking potentially about 2 months' time. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so that's it. That's everything. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all had a splendid time. Hope you have a splendid next week or so. Let's see what Easter week 2 is going to have. Will we get the bunny costume? Will we get the bunny costume? The hoodie and pants is what I'm saying. We'll see. Right, so that's it. That's right. Catch you later. Say goodbye.